The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 12, NASDAQ down 22, S&P's off 4. Gold contract up $1.60, trading at $15.16 an ounce. You got silver up 2 cents, $18.01 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 24 cents, $61.44 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We got the 10-year up 7 ticks, trading 128.19. 30-year up 16 at 156.31. And King dollar down at 472 ticks, trading at 97.065. Euro at 111.64. Yen is at 109.47, and the pound is at 131 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Friday morning, final Friday of 2019.
I heard the one of the Tigers in the Den when Steve was on. Actually, the final Friday of the decade, folks.
Oh.
How's that?
That's pretty cool.
Pretty wild, man. 2020, and there's no doubt 2020 just sounds so futuristic, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Where's the bionic man, right? Where's everything?
I feel like
flying cars, they're coming.
Man. It sounds more powerful than 2000. Just for some reason, in my own head, it's like, okay, 2020, man, it's a big deal.
It sure is.
So, market-wise out here, Amazon, folks, Amazon took off like a rocket ship yesterday. It's amazing. A stock stays there forever, right? Stays in the consolidation since, August 2nd. And then, boom. I mean, you're talking about $17.99 to $18.70 in about a heartbeat, right?
And it's pretty cool the day after Christmas, right? The holiday season, they come with their press release. Everybody knows they're going to put out the press release and say they have the biggest holiday season ever. So that shouldn't have been a catalyst, yet that's the day it happens.
I know. And what's wild about that is that, you hear that everything is priced into the market, right? Well, guess what? Why wasn't that priced into the market, right? That's quite a move, man.
Exactly.
It wasn't.
And how about Apple?
Apple, my God.
It just doesn't stop, man. And a little bit of a pullback from the highs. We were up, I guess, it's more than $2 off the high it had today. But boy, oh boy.
I think Apple's up 100% this year. Let me just see this for a second. So 2018, where's 2018? Oh, yeah, January.
You're on a 6-month chart. Keep going back, man.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second.
That's what it looks like. It's just insanity.
Look at this. Oh, my God, it is. So, yeah, 142. That was January 3rd. $142 January 3rd.
Not bad at all.
But so it's 100%.
It sure is.
That's almost unheard of,
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. And then
completely agree.
Tesla out here, folks. The thing that's crazy about Tesla is that you get these analysts that have hired their prices, but Tesla's trading at 428. Well, they hired their prices to like 3 something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, really? You're hiring up to 3 something. Well, guess what? Tesla's at 428. It's going to deliver 15 cars in China, which is nothing, but he expects to do, 1,000 cars a month next year. But China also gave him a tax break. So let's see how this works. Tesla has secured a tax break in China just days before delivery of the first locally built cars. The China-built Model 3 was included Friday, in a list of vehicles qualified for an exemption from the 10% purchase price in the country, the first 15 units. So 10% is a lot of money because right now they're 50 grand. That's $5,000, right? This is the first outside the U.S. will be delivered, the first Teslas outside of the U.S. to be delivered from the Shanghai factory, right?
Yeah, and I was reading CNBC earlier today. One of the cool things that they had, and I have it in the morning market report on the front page of TFNN, just a quote from CNBC, So the delivery date of December 30th, and I'm just reading it as I talk to you, means that the plant will start delivering cars to customers just 300, and let me pull it over to my screen too, just 357 days after the factory's construction started, which will mark a new record for global automakers in China.
Yep.
That's the most remarkable stat I've heard from anything to do with Tesla to date, because you're telling me that GM, you're telling me that Ford, Chevy can't create a factory in China and push out cars as fast as Tesla can? Well, if that's the case, man, maybe Tesla deserves the $420 plus price target they have, because you got to think of how long it takes to build something, right? That's from the start of construction that they are selling cars within 365 days from the day that they break ground. In China, probably the most important market for anybody, especially electric vehicles. Yeah. So pretty cool when you have that type of a turnaround.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, no doubt. It is.
Let's go take a look. So check this out, folks. The euro and the pound. I mean, these things took off like a rocket ship this morning, and I'm not quite sure why. But the bottom line is they're buying them.
They sure did.
You know, we're at the top of the range inside the euro. The top of the range right now is 111.79. We've hit 111.65. You know, if this thing can launch. I don't expect you to do a launch out here today, but you launch this thing and, you know, you can be game up to 114. You know, we've come up here. First time was up here in October 19th. Next time was the spike high on December 13th. That was the day that, I believe that was, you know, the election, where it gave it up. We get all the way up there, then gave it up. And then the pound, what has happened this time, Tom, is that they're moving together where actually is that the same date? Is that the 13th? Yeah, it was the 13th. So they both moved on 13th also. So that was the 13th when the pound went from 129 to up to 135, then gave it up. And guess what? You know, this is a classic. It comes back to a breakout area.
Yeah.
We don't have the volume on it, so you know, because there's so many different volumes inside the currency markets in general. But then, man, you took off like a rocket ship again. So that dollar, we'll see if we get some follow through on the dollar. But there's some buying going out there, and of course, gold stopped moving yesterday. Gold was sniffing it out this morning. It didn't do much, but now it's picking up some steam. We got 250. You know, so.
Quite a run. As I mentioned, pretty remarkable gold trading hand in hand with the market. We had quite an inverse relationship going with the price of metals, the price of the markets, but the markets just keep going up and gold just going up as well. Everything.
What's going to happen when the market doesn't go up, man?
That's a thing of the past, man. We're going into 2020.
I better go to confession. That must have been a sacrilege.
You know, I mean, the NASDAQ, we keep talking about it, man. You know, Apple, Microsoft, Google, whether it's, you know, Netflix, 11 straight days, the longest winning streak since July of 2009.
Really?
That's more than a decade, yes.
Wow.
That we haven't had 11 straight winning days. And we're having 11 straight winning days to end what could be the best year. I mean, the S&P up 29.2% in 2019. That's coming into today.
Right.
And it's only got to get 0.4% to get the best year since 1997.
Yeah. And it'll get it. It has till Tuesday at 4 o'clock, right? Next Tuesday. That's a long time.
That's right.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. The lead is inside the NDX 100. Amazon's up 1.2%. You got Ultra Salon up 1%. You got Dollar Tree up 0.6%, and Apple's up 0.6%. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 34, Nasdaq's down 9, S&Ps are off 2. We are going to have gas at 10:30, but let's go to our man Mark in Bedford first. Hey, Happy New Year, brother. What's happening?
Not much, Tom. How are you? Hi, Tommy.
Good,
Morning,
man.
Mark.
Good. Good to hear from you.
Well, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, and all, as Tom would say, all of the above.
Yeah.
So here's my question on the S&P. It's the same question for the Dow, same question for the Nasdaq. Tom, you've talked a lot about that the machines are now running the market. So is it possible we can have a Hotel California situation where, in other words, we had a program to check into a stock, but no one will ever check out of the stock? Meaning that the machines are only programmed to buy and never programmed to sell?
No, they're programmed both ways, okay? So what happens is that in a low liquidity week, and that's why I mentioned the machines, okay? So the machines right now do over 50% of the trading anyway, okay? In a low liquidity week like this, that percentage goes up because everyone leaves. So they're using like some of the same tools as technical people are using. I mean, it's a momentum deal. If you look at like the large successful money, people have lost money on this too, but they're trend markets, okay? And if they get the trend and the trend's there, they'll just keep buying until the trend changes. The opposite of that, and that's when we see some of these fast and furious on the way down, when that changes, man, those machines just keep selling. You know, because they're trend systems. That's the bottom line. So in this particular case, I mean, it looks to me that, you know, the bottom line is that you got low liquidity. There's nothing out here. The market shook everything else off all year long. It's like, okay, so what can be thrown at the market right now except something that would be dire in the world, you know what I mean, for the end of the year? You know, at the beginning of next year, you know, people are going to look at their portfolios and say, okay, you know, what do I want to sell that I'm going to pay some tax on, you know? But right now, it's like, I'd say that people are in that, you know, they're up 29%. It's like, okay, you know, If I sell something, I got to pay tax. If I don't sell something, I don't have to pay tax. It's
Sure.
you know, to me, it was just, you know, they'll just run the market, man. I mean, do you see the close yesterday? If you saw the close yesterday, folks, it was amazing. I mean, they just ran the S&P like 8 points coming right into the close like nothing. Meow. All right, so.
Well, that's what made me ask the question, Tom. You know,
Yeah.
And you've talked about how the machines are running the market, and every time you think about that, I think of the song by the Eagles, Hotel California. You can check into a stock anytime you want, but you know you can never leave. And I said to myself last night, I said, well, maybe the machines are just programmed to go out and find the underperforming stocks for that day or that week, or maybe that month, and just go out and buy 50,000 shares of whatever.
There's a lot of different.
The other thing that I find amazing in this whole market is how Boeing has been so resilient and has just stayed up there. It just ceases to amaze me. I said right along that these 737 Maxes are not going to fly anytime soon, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them grounded all the way through the first half of the next year.
No, for sure. I think you're right.
Anytime soon.
I think you're right. That's not
I agree,
long.
Mark. The only thing is that they're going to get them sold, though. So that's what the market price is in, man. I mean, they have, what do they have now, Tom? Like 50 planes at least that are sitting there in hangars that they have to store.
400,
every plane up to like $100 million. You're talking about
400 planes.
400. Okay. 400. Okay.
400.
But they're sold. They're sold if they can get the certificate, right?
And they will. You know, and I imagine they'll get it certified in a safe manner. I do. It's just taking the time that it should take. And so, you know, when you have a duopoly and that duopoly consists of only one American company, Boeing, and then you have the foreign company, Airbus, Boeing's going to be around. You know, we need, as a country, a company that can produce airplanes. So the country isn't going to go without that, and I think that's what the market, even though it continues to struggle, it might go down further, but that's just the resilience, man. And so in the long run, you know, I think that Boeing's going to be around. In the short run, I hope that people are held accountable for what happened. But in the long run, it's going to be around, and they should be around. You know, as a country, we need a company that can produce airplanes. That's you know, we do. We don't want to be reliant on one company that's not an American company. If it comes down to, you know, whether it's defense or just industrial-wise, we want a company that can produce airplanes for sure.
Well, you know, they had that misprogrammed space delivery to the ISS the other day, and you know, that's another misstep by Boeing. And you know, they just seem to misstep on top of misstep. Is just really
I agree, Mark. I mean, it was remarkable to see how that got spun as, oh, it's just a glitch, you know, that we didn't have the clocks aligned together. I mean, you know, if somebody has like a 7th grade science project,
that's a process,
you say, I forgot to match all my clocks together, what would the teacher say, right? Let alone the best scientist in the world supposedly running, you know. So I agree. I agree. They got to get it right.
Process failure for sure.
And that's why they have a new CEO, because, you know, it's going to be a whole process here to get a whole new team, a whole new, you know, name for that plane probably, and hopefully they get it together.
Well, I wouldn't know Boeing if you pay me to own it. I wouldn't want a mutual fund that has it in it, and I just don't see that plane flying anytime soon.
Yeah, well, it'd be hard to find a mutual fund that don't have it.
That company.
Just so you know, Mark, it'd be hard to find.
Tommy, as you pointed out, we need a company, and that's been one of the bread and butters of the whole aerospace business, and you know they seem to be botching it, and you know they did the Dreamliner correct. You know they handled that okay. I was watching CNN the other day, and they had 2 people on there, and one of them is a former Inspector General of the FAA. It's a woman. It's a Mary something. I don't know her last name, but she was talking about how they took the standard 737 and really redesigning the MAX out of the old 737, and how they hung all these extra things on it to say, oh, well, if there's a plane modification, it's really not a new plane, and how they were able to basically snowball the FAA into accepting it, and now it's coming back to haunt them.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
They did that. They did that for speed because the Airbus came out with their new plane. Boeing fell behind. Bottom line is that if they designed a whole new plane, it would have been 5 years more. And they just tried to take the 737 and add some big monster engines to it and say, okay, now we get a new plane, which they don't. It's a modification.
I agree with all of it, Mark. I think Tom does as well. It's just you got to keep in mind, man, that there's only 2 companies. You have to put in orders for planes years and years in advance, and airlines are reliant to their shareholders, owners as well. And it's not the industry that you can just have a competitor fill that void. And so I think that's where you keep seeing a floor in Boeing. And like I said, I hope the people that did this get held responsible, even maybe criminally if that's what happened. But in terms of Boeing, man, I think they will get that plane fixed at some point. And I think that's why you see a bid continue to be found somewhere probably higher than most people would have imagined.
Cooking, brother.
And Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, Mark. Thanks, man.
Stay right there. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with those gas numbers, folks. Dow right now up 46, NASDAQ down 2, S&Ps are flat. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 46, NASDAQ's down 4, S&Ps are off 1.5. So let's go over to this natural gas, Tom, and see what we have here.
Yeah, looks like we're getting a little bit of a bid. We'll see where the numbers come down. Of course, because of the holiday, we get natural gas numbers today. Looks like I see your screen up there.
Yeah.
Stockpiles falling 161 billion cubic feet from last week. Not sure where the estimate was. I think we pulled it up yesterday. They were looking for a big decline. They were. And I don't know. I think that because we're already past it, it's not going to be up there anymore.
Yeah. Let's see.
But we'll get the number. But nonetheless, I get the natural gas live contract up there. A little bit of volatility, man. Even this morning, you back things up to yesterday. We were between 226, almost made it up to as high as 229. We went under 220 this morning. Looked like a little flash at around 3 a.m. to 217. You just spiked to 224. Natural gas, man, it's just remarkable. But the contract, looking at February futures, trading at 223.18 right now.
223.18. Okay. Man, it just can't catch a bid. That's pretty amazing. Because the high yesterday was 228. Wow.
Yeah, right. And overnight, like I said, it almost made it up to 229. It was 228 right next to it. And yeah, as I say that, we're now back to almost 222, man. And you know, you're looking at stockpiles falling 160 plus billion cubic feet, but nonetheless can't find a bid, as you said. And yeah,
pretty wild.
It is.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities, and of course, you're going to have a low volume market out here today. But this is quite a story here. Rite Aid, folks. Okay, I have no clue how this stock has even stayed in business, but business they have the last 2 weeks.
Boy, what happened?
Listen to this.
We missed this one.
This is sick. So you bring this back, folks. December 18th, it was at $7.70. And it's
bagger.
It's 21.62.
Triple bagger in the final week.
Right. Now, when you look at this, watch this. Now they have thousands of drugstores. Okay, they got 50,000 employees, and the stock's been going down forever. They still lose money, but whatever's going on in the stock, you know,
we got to get to the news. What's happening? What is? I know we might not even find it because.
Let's see.
There's so many.
Let's see if it says.
Maybe the 1226 even because they're over $1 billion now. I saw it was like 1.1.
Yeah, so it was a 26% short interest. But let's see.
Nothing has any reason.
No,
they just
exactly.
keep telling us why, what it's doing.
Right. And so watch this on a long-term basis too. When you see this, folks.
Oh, that last article might have had something.
Oh, did it? Okay, here. Let me.
Well, it was just at least paragraphs.
Well, let me get it.
We can go
no,
back.
That's all right. Let's see.
What was it? I think it was the top one.
Yeah.
No, I guess that just goes over everything. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So if we pull
right,
this back,
okay.
This is pretty sick, folks. So watch this. I'll take this back. I'll put it on a monthly for 30 years. When you see this, well, this thing has been a dog since 2000. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, and in the 1999, it was like $1,000.
That might be split. Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, it probably is. Yeah, no, but the bottom line was still $1,000. You know, it's just $21 right now. You know, yeah, they had to split it a million times.
Split adjusted. It might have never traded at 1,000. You know, and then just
So the real question is, okay, what's going on now? You can see the monster volume, man. I mean, it's like sick. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
believe me, I don't either.
I would be very wary, especially because you're competing with CVS, you're competing with Walgreens Boots.
Oh yeah,
two companies that seem to be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
you're also competing with Amazon, man. I mean, they bought that company PillPack, right, for $1 billion or whatever they bought it for. You want to be competing with multiple companies that are on every block, let alone. You know, you might be able to say, well, Rite Aid's got a special niche. They're going to be able to do something that Walgreens and CVS aren't. No, Amazon's already the one that if you're going to play that angle, it would be them, I think. That's going to be, the delivery type, beat them to the, if it's not about being on every corner, which Walgreens and CVS have cornered, no pun intended, right? Then it's going to be Amazon that somehow I think ties in, discount delivery aspects of that. So I don't know I can't even imagine how.
There's no doubt. What I don't know. So what happens, folks, is that Rite Aid is huge in Manhattan. And what I don't know is this about the leases, or do they own property there? Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, there's something in here. I suspect that, someone's in there moving it, that's for sure. But some of the other higher volume equities, you got, let's see, Microsoft's up 9 cents, no big deal there. Tesla's down $1.50. You got Apple up 2.21. Apple, as we said a little bit earlier, that's a monster mover out there, man. There's no two ways about it. Netflix. Let's just go.
And just before we jump away too, and I remember I did hear you talking about this. So they just came out with earnings. That's what, to bring people along. Remember you talked about their ice cream? They actually crushed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we gotta, because I just Googled them real quick. They came out with earnings, 54 cents a share. The consensus was 7. Okay, they came in with revenue of 5.46 billion. They were looking for 5.42. So I think this is a huge turnaround from an earnings beat that has allowed the market to say, hold on a second, maybe they do have a place. And maybe that place is combining the prescriptions, pharmacy, with being able to sell goods in terms of ice cream. Maybe it's something they capitalize on the Uber Eats aspect of things. Maybe you have Uber Eats drivers picking up 7-Eleven type goods at Rite Aid.
Or they just open ice cream spots inside their place, because they're heavily in Manhattan. I mean, so millions of people are walking by them. I mean, no one goes into a Rite Aid in Manhattan driving up to it like we normally, the CVS deal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nobody goes into any store in Manhattan driving up to it.
Yeah,
right?
for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at that banking sector. So you got banks with Bank of America out here, with 5 months you go from 26 to 35. We put this back, and it just took out the consolidation high from 2018, March 2018, 33. It's going to be intriguing to see what happens. I mean, because you come into these vicious downdrafts from 2008.
Could you tell me the low from 2008 and 2011? I'm just curious.
2009 was oh my God, look at this, $2.53.
Yeah.
$2.53.
And then what about after like late 11, early 2012? What is that low there as well?
Late
under
11, $4.92. That's December of 2011. That's what you mean, right? Yeah.
Yes, I was just that low, right?
That's pretty sick, right? And
how about Citi? Can we go to Citi?
Yeah.
I think Citi was trading like at $1 or in between like $1 and $2 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all right around single digit almost.
Yep. So Citi.
I think we might have to go back. I'm thinking 2008 maybe.
How about that, man? Right.
10 years not going to cover it anymore, man.
Yes. Well, this is split adjusted too. Citi's saying 970, but they did splits going up. Okay, so stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome, folks. Dow's up 42, Nasdaq's down 3, S&Ps are up 2, down 2 rather. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page under featured content, Tommy's been doing a morning market report as well as an afternoon market report. Lines everything up. Tom, if you can explain what you're doing out here, it'd be really cool.
Definitely. So every morning, every afternoon, just kind of putting a summation of what's happening in the morning, what's moving markets, what we have going on. The afternoon where we've closed. Basically, to sum it up, every day I just write new highs in the market every morning, every night, and then wrap it up. So, just a few points of, the stories of the day, whether it's earnings season, whether it's, today we have our special morning lineup. We had Basil live at 7, Steve live at 8, all the way till noon.
I know, yeah.
We had the story about Tesla. We had the story of the NASDAQ being up 11 straight days. I have a chart of the S&P usually, just in terms of pre-market action. Now, we had quite a little sell-off to start things, but we're up there above 32.50. You got gold hanging at 15.15. We have the oil contract I usually feature in there as well. We have crude oil today. 11 a.m. we get those inventory numbers at crude because of the holiday.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then you got the note and the bond market in there as well. And just some of the stocks moving action in there as well. Apple, Amazon. What else we have in there? Microsoft. I mean, you just, the Boeing in there down as well. And Tesla, of course, with their China factory. And then usually I'll have access to one of the market updates. Today, that's the 8 a.m. because early session going on, 8 a.m. market update in there. And then a link to Tiger TV. So check it out in the morning, in the afternoon. Just visit the front page at TFNN.com and check that out for all the good
to get a lot of market action, folks, as soon as you wake up, before the markets open, which is pretty cool.
That's right.
No.
That's right, man.
So,
hey, how about, can we go into the whisper for crude oil? I'm curious what they're...
That's right, we can do that too. Oh, crude oil.
Yep, so we get that number, when do we get it at? 10 minutes and 16 seconds from right now, man.
Let's do this, because we missed the gas one.
So they are looking for, and this is where median analyst number is a decline of about 1.5 million barrels. Now the whisper number, so the number in Bloomberg, looks like they're a little bit more pessimistic, looking for a draw of 2.3 million barrels. I'll pull up the charts, see where we're trading at for crude right now. We've had some volatility in this crude contract already this morning, man.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. We're trading at 61.47 right now. Look at that little sell-off we had from 9 a.m. You go from 61.95. You trade off about 75 cents to 61.25. You trade at 61.45 right now. And let's see what kind of volatility. So right away, if you're trading the volatility numbers, don't want to trade 11 a.m. That's right when we get the inventory numbers. So we'll jump to the noons, which will give us an hour after we get the inventory numbers released. Not bad. We have some exposure from 61.50, which is kind of 5 pennies away from where we're trading at right now. This would be a bullish spread, trading from 61.50 up to 63. You're 7 to 10 pennies out of the money right now. That spread's going to cost you $14. And then on the bearish side, this is where you're going to have some intrinsic value, about 10 pennies. So it's going to be about $10 more, give or take. So that's cost you $21. So you're talking about $35 for both legs of the trade. And what we always talk about, right? A really nice bid offer spread here. If you're going to be buying, selling, getting out 2 to 3 pennies on the bid offer. So you're looking at $35 to be in there until noon. You got both sides of the trade. You have about a 9 penny head start to the bearish side if you're making this trade. So a little bit of an easier trade to make money on if you get a bearish reaction in the market, because you already have about 9 to 10 pennies. Not a bad trade, but you look at the volatility. You get the numbers about to drop at 11 a.m. And let's just see if we get any action. So if you wanted exposure till 2:30, you could trade a $62 spread trade and 62. So really, if you want kind of just a pure volatility spread trade, you want volatility from 61.50 in either direction. And again, you could always just take one side of this trade, man. You know, if you're bearish, you're bullish, not a bad premium with some defined risk when you're about to get the inventory numbers dropping in. Now, where can you go back to that whisper number, man? What number is that?
I just took, so the whisper number was a drawdown of 2361, 2.3 million barrels, right? With a K behind it. The survey number was 1.5 million.
Okay.
I put an estimate of 1 million.
All right, $1 million. That's an easy number to remember, man. No,
totally.
A decline of 1 million. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that number drops right at 11 a.m. Yeah, so we get those numbers in like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see how much oil we get out there.
We sure will. We sure will. The price, I mean, $60. I mean, we were flirting with 62. I mean, 50 was the norm for a while. 55, 60 seemed easy.
Yeah.
And that number just keeps gradually rising. And I think we just become more and more accepting of a higher price in our heads. I mean, 62. That is a great price for crude. When
Seems it, right?
It should, man, because we were flirting with 45 to 55 for a long time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So let's go over and take a look at the dollar. The dollar keeps continuing to sell, folks. This is going to get really intriguing, man. I mean, this is quite a day out here in the dollar.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, 555. That's quite a bar. I mean,
that sure is.
And, you know, we will go over the other side of the, ocean, and you can see the euro. Well, look at this euro, man. This isn't powerful. Okay, so the euro, we're at 111.77. The tops there really, they're 111.79. We've hit 111. Look at that. We've hit 111.79, and the pound. They're moving in unison here. This is like pretty wild. Our man Teddy Kegstad, we'll have to talk to him next week when we get back.
Yeah, I was talking to him. We're going to try and get him on maybe Monday, Tuesday, because he's usually on Wednesdays, and we have Christmas on Wednesday. We got New Year's on Wednesday, so we're trying to line him up on a different day.
Good. So you can see the pound. The pound's moving too. The euro is the big number out here today, folks. I mean, the euro is basically. That's 60% of the dollar anyway. So that thing moves like it's moving right now, man. That's basically doing some selling inside of the dollar, and of course, that correlation will pop into gold. It popped into gold yesterday really well. I mean, right now gold's only up $2.60. Let's go and take a look at that oil market. I mean, the silver market, SIH, I believe. So silver, 1802. Well, it's a nice setup. Okay, I like this setup. You back down out here today. Look at it. Yeah, this is nice. We had volume yesterday of 89,000 contracts. You're at 46. You back down. It already rejected. So you're pushing against these swings that, the top of the consolidation, 1838, and you get some volume in. So we'll see whether it can blow it away. The silver equities, have. This is the divergence, folks, is like insane. When you hear,
look at that.
And seriously, I've heard a couple of people on the Bloomberg and like that, gold really hasn't moved. And I'm saying to myself, man, it's amazing when people say this. And some of these gold stocks are up 100% in 4 months. It's like, okay, well, I think you better clarify what we're talking about here, man. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because Well, yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 51. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are flat. We'll come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as our #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking for exposure to gold or gold mining equities, then now is a perfect time to sign up for Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. The summer is over, gold is trading back above $1,500, and the 10-year Treasury is hovering at around 1.5%. Tom O'Brien has been writing his weekly gold report for almost 18 years. There's no one that knows more about how the gold market trades and how gold mining equities react. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, Tom publishes his weekly gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. As of September 3rd, Gold Report subscribers have 5 active open positions with an average unrealized profit of almost 38% for each position. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up today by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 59, Nasdaq's up 2, S&Ps are just turning green. And folks, if you haven't test driven yet the Gold Report, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. Market-wise out here, Tom, it's pretty wild. When we started the program, so look at this Nasdaq, okay? So the Nasdaq, they got the Nasdaq down to 87.80. This is the NDX 100, right? And the top of the range is 88.40. So, you know, we were talking about Mark about the machines. You know, it's only, 11 o'clock. You got to 4 o'clock this afternoon. They got plenty of time to bring that back up. And if that's how we end up, just let's say at the highs of the day, that's like 60 NASDAQ points, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're approaching a full percent, right? 88 points would be 1%, and it's trading at 88.40. You're talking about a full. And look at you have it right now. Look at the high to low to the S&P. I see it. That's 16 points. That's a full 0.5% at least on the S&P from 32.38 to 32.54, and it's flat right now.
Yeah.
But you've had 0.5%, so we've had a little bit of volatility, more so than the previous days to start off the trading today, man, for sure. And it's only 11 a.m. And like you said, last Friday of the decade. And 2 full trading days left, Monday and Tuesday.
That's the kicker, man.
That sure is.
And Tuesday, folks, is a full day.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking, why do they have? Steve Rhodes was saying, why do they have a full day? You know, I imagine it's that could be a busy day for some people when you have the market up 30%. Tax purposes, right?
Yes.
You might want to close out some losers, take the winners, whatever. So we'll see. Full day.
All right, no, that is a busy day. There's no doubt. Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. Tommy, you have a great one, safe one.
You too, man.
Thanks for being here, folks. Well, it's not going to be the new year, but the bottom line, we're getting closer to it. Have a great one.